I rented the premises at the age of 18 here. The landlord was very sceptical on taking me on. And because I was so young and I was very baby-faced. They said...
you still look pretty young.
Yeah. Well, I'm only 32, but at the time at 18, you know, I remember it clearly that, you know, customers would drive in and say, oh, he's the boss here. And I'd say, well, you're speaking to him. And I looked like a first-year apprentice.
Tell me about the staff turnover and the time that people normally work with you for.
Well, fortunately, since we've got an incentive program here, so we actually pay on what the guys produce. Where we used to pay a very high attendance fee for them to turn up and attend here for 38 hours,
yes,
regardless of what they produced. Now they get paid on their productivity level. And I think the rest of the industry haven't quite grasped in doing that at this stage. So I've got the employees here. I can't see anyone moving on for a long time. I've got employees that have been here 10 years, and I think my latest employee's been here with me now for about 13 months.
Wow.
So I've got a great team. Justin.
Hi, Justin. Nice. Good to meet you.
Justin's well, he is our main estimator here. He estimates all the vehicles. This is basically the start of the process for us here. We obviously have to write a scope of work, so what the boys are going to do on the car, and obviously the estimate for what we're going to get paid to do the job.
I think that's an interesting challenge you've got, to break it up into all those bits.
That's what they want.
It's
like
basically
one big jigsaw puzzle.
Absolutely. And this is where we actually start. We give the boys a worksheet which runs off this,
right,
and we create our target hours, or we give them a direction before they even start the job of how long the expectation should be to get that job completed.
Yes.
Then it's up to them to try and beat the clock. They've got to beat the estimator's estimate and what the assessor allows, and that determines their hourly rate.
Great incentive, isn't it? And gee, that's well organised. So what role do you play with the people side of the business?
The people? I manage the workshop, as in get all the boys organised, organise the jobs, who's got to do what jobs every day, and make sure that Robert knows exactly what cars are going out, and every job that someone does is loaded to schedule boss so they get paid, and make sure pretty much check with Justin to what jobs are going to be ready the next day, to make sure the boys the next day have got work ready so they don't come in and stand around.
You leave anything for Greg to do?
Yeah, go on holidays.
Is this an off-the-shelf program, or have you developed this?
It is off the shelf,
right.
But it's evolving as the system keeps going on.
Right, right.
Because this actually runs the incentive program, so it measures people. It does quality KPI. It does making sure that the job is running on time, and we can go back at any job, 12 months ago and look who did the job.
Right, right.
And it's just a matter of, let's say, this black Holden Club Sport. If we want to sign that, we just grab hold of that, move that taskbar up and put it to somebody's name. So tomorrow we might get Stephen to do that, and his start time's 6 o'clock in the morning. So tomorrow morning already we know that we've assigned 3.43 hours for him tomorrow.